Morning, and welcome back, everyone. Good morning. What's that behind you? Is that food? It looks like something with fish heads poking out of it. Okay. Morning. Hey, Talusha. Whoa! The light! Oh my! My eyes, they burn! Hey, Talusha, how come there's no desk in here? There just isn't. We don't need desks for our work anyway. And this bench is awesome. Look, it has comfy cushions. Sit down quick. Come try the delicious breakfast I made for you. Whoa, thanks, Talusha. But what is this? It smells a little odd. That's my special poisson jante pie. It's even tastier than the usual recipe. It does smell odd, but that's why it's special. You've piqued Paimon's interest. What about you, Twittiker? Curve, what do you think? An analysis of the composition indicates eating this could be a difficult trial. Awesome! We're real tough cookies! Then let's dig in! Oh no. You and Paimon wolfed down a half portion of the odd-smelling pie. Half an hour later, you both come back from the outside, clutching your bellies. Just where did you disappear to? If you're still hungry, there's more. I made lots. Thanks, Talusha. No need, though. Paimon just went for a quick rest. And there's still some pie left. Twittiker, why don't we box it up for later? Your expressions... Wasn't it tasting? I thought I did a good job. Perhaps you're tough enough. Paimon knows why they call it poisson pie now. The poisson are in Paimon's guts, chanting, "We want to swim back out." Huh? Oh, that sounds absolutely awful. I'm so sorry. Oh, don't worry about it. Paimon's better already. Anyway, the problem is Paimon's preferences, not your cooking. Debatable. Back to business. Did you get any information about the knife? Oh right, Paimon forgot we're supposed to be working now. Okay, so about that. We did find something that might be useful. This is a knife from the elegant tableware confrère. The people who said Rocher owes them money? Yeah, they masquerade as legitimate business, claiming their tableware is favoured by Fontaine's upper classes and can be sold for hefty sums. People like Rocher often fall for it. They pay a fee to join and get a pile of lousy tableware in return. And they then try to sell it for enough to make back their initial investment and then some. But the tableware itself is unsellable junk. So the victims have no choice but to find other fools to pass the baton to. Here they call it expanding their downline network. Yeah, sounds pretty familiar. See, humans are creatures full of lies. But it seems like Rocher didn't expand his downline network. In terms of ethical human relations, Mr. Rocher's morals exceeded the level of the average person. He didn't continue to bring in more victims. Oh, so maybe his wife isn't the worst judge of character. But his financial acumen is way below the average. In the end, his poor wife had to deal with the fallout and took the losses. That's true. Weren't they exposed by the paper? Can't you guys track down the money and help them recover their losses? Our colleagues got involved some time ago and made multiple arrests. But the ringleader is a crafty one and immediately claimed that the perpetrators of the scam were temporary employees. Most importantly, they kept all their accounts completely separate. As a result, recovering the losses has proven extremely difficult. Is there nothing you can do about it? We can push things forward today. I got the location of their possible hideout, and I'll be investigating it later. Whoa, you found their lair? Yep, is more capable than you think. Considering the facts of the case, I now have reasons to believe that Sir Arthur was stolen by the elegant tableware confrère. Although it does sound very unlikely. Yes. It's best if you don't act so certain of it. We'll know once we get there. Let's go! I like how they keep blowing the whistle. It's cute. Alright, so the dinner knife. Based on Agent Talishard's analysis, this item belongs to the Elegant Tableware Confrere, an association that was once exposed by the Steambird as a gang of swindlers. Right, so go to that base, which is down here apparently. Alright. Off we pop. Where are we looking? Lovely bit of water to swim through. I don't think I've been down here. Like, that doesn't seem familiar. This is odd. I don't recall this at all. Or have I been down here? I'm not sure anymore. I'm not even reading what they're saying. I'm just too busy looking at the lovely sights. Plus, I can't control the speed of the conversation for me reading it aloud anyway, can I? It's part of the problem with that bit. Oh, look at them swimming around in a circle. We'll go through the middle if we can. Lovely. Right. Here we are then. We're here. Let's see. I've been here before. Sure are a lot of them in there. What should we do? Charge him, beat them up, and make them confess? Don't be so violent, Paimon. They're already frightened and on edge. They might destroy the evidence if we give them another scare. That's true. Why am I still swimming? Very strange. Then let's sneak in, find the evidence, and then beat them up? Do we have to beat them up? Well, it's such a small place, so a fight is inevitable anyway. Fine, then it's possible to distract them at all. There must be something here that we can use. Curve, hide and wait for us. You're too big to not get spotted. Just come on over once we're done. As you wish. Well, then let's hurry up and figure out how to lure them away. Yeah, it's funny how I was still swimming. Ooh. Could use that. It looked like there was something over here it was making me look at. This chest. What if Paimon hides inside and makes some noise, and you guys can go look for clues while they come over to investigate? Think that'll work? Give it a try. Paimon squeezes in, and once the rest of you are well hidden, she starts shaking the chest. Someone's over there. By that chest. Intruder alert! The plan's way too dumb. Wait, so that didn't work? Can't I just climb up? Like that would work, right? Climbing up? Like, can't I just, like, blow up these barrels? Like, would that not work?
Time to improvise.
Warning, explosive trap triggered. Intruder alert! Oh, that was a trap. Oh. So, I don't think it's pressing this. How can we covertly do this then? Like, maybe that? This explosive barrel? Like, can I just climb up? Like we're in. Just there we go. Like we're there. This pot has chicken legs in it. Is someone cooking? How about adding in some seasoning to put them to sleep after their meal? Well, we can do something else to drive them away. Nice idea. Check your bag for any useful seasoning, Twittiger. Oh, well. Leftover poisson pie. It looks cute, but might cause stomach problems later. Yep. Well, Paimon has a feeling it'll be super effective. Hey, how could you put that in there? It's an insult to my culinary talents. Don't be mad, Talishard. Your cooking might end up making a very significant contribution here. Paimon's certain they won't be able to overcome the trial of toughness it poses. Really? Then fine. Let's hide and watch what happens. Once chow time is shouted, the entire elegant tableware confiere starts gulping down the food with the extra seasoning. It doesn't take too long before one by one subtle changes begin to appear on their faces, and then they start running toward the exit with their hands clutching their stomachs. See, Talishard? They're experiencing the power of Poisson Pie, just like I said. I'm incredible. I'll go get Curve. Now we can search for evidence to our heart's content. Can't we just... Alright, the barrels have gone. Some lovely fruit. An overwhelming amount of tableware scattered all over the table in a messy yet charming pile that's ripe for the taking. A table knife. A table knife just like the one left outside the Steambird. It must be them. Don't think that's enough evidence, though. Well, that's rather foul. You see, yes, yes. What's this? After getting the boot from the Order of the Fruit, I was really down in the dumps. Luckily, I've joined a new group, so I'm feeling a little better. This new group's operations are a little bit different from the last ones. Anyway, let's go, intrepid Valberry. And when's this going to get to the actual point? That's my question. Doesn't seem like it's directly related from what I can skim through that. Diary of a Valiant Struggle. A record of the life experiences of a striver. Knife those stupid birds straight through. This should be good enough warning for them, right? I just don't think that's directly related. I just don't. Anything in here? What else is around? Anything in these? Ah! An arcane clockwork locket. Looks quite old. What's this? Looks like it opens. Hello. Yellowed portrait of a girl. Database responding. Database responding. Database responding! Failed to retrieve information. Oh, retrieval failed. Curve, your database wouldn't respond without having relevant information, right? Did water get inside you? Let's put this away for now. I'll let Curve take a look later. Okay, a locket. Who cooked this guy? Who cooked today? Find him and kill him. Boss, I'll immediately... I'll go find the cook. The agent right here is today's chef, so who's gonna kill me? Agents? How did you get in here? I don't think you've got time to worry about that right now. We've obtained evidence of your crimes. Evidence? But officer, all of them were temporary workers, and didn't you arrest them already? We're working on another case right now. The Whistle. All of you are suspects in a plot to get revenge against the Steambird by stealing Sir Arthur. The paper? Impossible. I've never held any grudges toward them. In fact, I even want to thank them for pointing out the flaws in our business model. You're good with words, but what will you do once we show you this? Oh, and I've only got a few things, haven't I? I mean, it's not footprints, maybe. We'll go with a notch. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, dang it! That's not it. All right, get the right evidence. We'll go with the footprints. Oh, dang it! That's not it. Yeah, I thought so. It's got to be. It's got to be the Valiant Struggle, or maybe the knife. Maybe. See, Director 42 admitted it in their diary. Busted. You fool! Didn't I tell you to keep a low profile for now? But boss, are we supposed to just lie down and take it when they're bullying us like this? Officer, with all due respect, this fool is just a temporary employee. He hasn't even passed his probation period. Since he's suspected of breaking the law and committing a crime, I have no choice but to fire him in the spirit of justice. Hey, how much longer are you planning on using that same old trick? Fire me? Why, boss? Didn't you just say earlier that I'm the only one here who has always been loyal to you? Who are you? What are you talking about? You're fired. We have nothing to do with each other from now on. Take him away, honored agents. He's all yours. Boss, you betrayed me. Ah, you dirty double-timing dog. I'll take you down with me. Oh my. Oh look, it's the locket.
This could get a little chilly.
That should calm him down.
A moment, please.
Yoo-hoo!
Suffocate.
Frozen. Ouch, you blithering idiot. How dare you go against me? You're right under there. Wait, what? You filthy traitorous mutt. You can't stop me. Alright, that's enough. Just play nicely now. Would you, guys? Hey, redhead. Hurry up and fess up. Where's Sir Arthur? Hey, cut it out, shorty. I'm not on your side either. Unless you're willing to do me a favor. Help me convict this traitorous backstabbing thief of a felony. And make the rest of his life a living hell. Then I'll try my best to cooperate with you. We never negotiate with criminals. But with the evidence we already have, the quality of the rest of his life won't be too different from what you are hoping for. Huh? Don't do that. So, are you going to come clean now? Alright, fine, I'll tell you everything. I didn't actually take Sir Arthur. I gathered as much, yeah. I know it's strange, but someone got to it before me. So I just stuck the knife there as a warning. Huh? It wasn't there. You're lying, right? Hurry, you got this, Curve. It's your time to shine. No anomalies detected in Mr. Intrepid Valberry's data. What? It really wasn't this redhead? So did you see anything of the scene? I saw a really smelly drunk lying on the ground, just like that debtor, Rocher. All I wanted was to stay well away from him. And it's Rocher, right? Is there no one else? Even if there's nobody, you're gonna have to give us someone. You cut short the trail we were following, and you're going to have to take responsibility for it. Now you're just making things difficult for me. You could do it, Mr. Intrepid Valberry. You even fought back against your own boss. Fine, you're right. Let me think it over for a moment. Director 42, can I say something? What? Do you have any leads, sir? No, I don't. But just wait a minute. Can't you see I'm racking my brains right now? Ah, I've got it. I just remembered something. I went to the Fleuve Gendre in search of a locksmith, because I needed their help to break into the paper's office at night and wreak havoc. But wouldn't you know, I ran into someone there who was also trying to find a way to sneak into the paper. Oh, how convenient. Who was it? What was their name? I don't know, but he was dressed like a member of the Fatui. The Fatui? Them again? Justice may be absent, but the Fatui never are. And what did he do after that? What I know? I'm not some sewer stalker. This time it's certain he's the one who stole Sir Arthur. Oh, but every certainty of yours has always been wrong so far. It's certainly different this time. Don't you remember? There were 4 pairs of footprints at the scene, so there were 4 suspects at most. The Fatuus is the 4th suspect. What if it isn't him? Hey, don't look down on me. Oh, whistle. I'll bet my uniform on it, alright? If I'm wrong again, I'll quit and stay home. Calm down, alright? Let's not be too hasty. Hey, redhead. Can you find that guy? Why don't you just try your luck in the Fleuve Gendre? I've seen him there on more than one occasion. Someone dressed as a Fatuus in the Fleuve Gendre. If he really is there, he won't be difficult to spot. Alright, let's do that. We'll take these criminals back first and then head over to Fleuve Gendre. Don't forget your promise. You better convict that two-timing traitor. Pin him to the wall. Don't worry, neither of you is going anywhere. Wait, where is he? Where did that boss go? Somewhere over there. He was just here a moment ago. Where did he actually go? I should have looked when that happened. Ah, well. Oh, well, he snuck off in that direction while you were distracted. What? Why didn't you say something sooner? Well, I wanted to, but you kind of stopped me, didn't you? That sneaky, conniving... Darn it. He knew his life would be a living hell, so he fled. Hey, how about you let me go and get him for you? Let you go? What do you think, Curve? Based on my analysis of Mr. Valberry's data, he's telling the truth. Then get going, Redhead. Don't disappoint us. Don't worry. I give you my word as a man. All right, then. Really? Are we really just going to let him go just like that? What's wrong with that? If someone deceives another, shouldn't we support the victim in getting their revenge? I know what it's like to feel angry after being tricked. Oh, Curve, you should be taking note of this. As you wish, I've recorded the behavioral and psychological data of everyone involved in my lie learning module. Then let's stop wasting time here. Our primary objective is to take the others back to... Yep. And then get to Fleuve-Cendre. You escort the criminals back to the... Yep. And without a moment's rest, you immediately rush to the Fleuve-Cendre, the haunting grounds of the other suspect. The Fatui. Alright. Down there somewhere, apparently. Look, isn't that the guy? Huh? So did you bring the goods? Who are you? Huh? That's not the code. Who are you? Shoot, I gotta get out of here. Huh? Were we exchanging passphrases just now? Forget that. Hurry! Don't let him get away! The whistle. Let's chase him down. What? He teleported. We finally caught you. Finally. But why run like that? That was exhausting. Stop. Stop chasing after me. I haven't done anything wrong. Why run if you're innocent? That won't hold up in court. Why don't you tell me what crimes I've committed, huh? You stole Sir Arthur. Hey, I didn't steal that. Quite certain someone stole it now, aren't we? Ah, crud. Don't even think about trying to weasel your way out of this. We even know you've been looking for a way to sneak into the paper's office. Take a look at my uniform. Then take a look at your own. Are you trying to cause an international crisis? Do you want to say bye-bye to your life? No way, it's that serious. No, after I complete this mission, I'll be able to retire early. Don't be like this. Then why don't you try making this a bit easier for me, If you make things difficult for me, then it's only fair that I do the same. Picture your retired life for a moment. When you sit down to eat, you'll look across and see me. Every date you go on, I'll be your chaperone. And for every travel photo you'll take, I'll be there too. Smiling. No, stop, that's enough. Don't terrify me like that. I'll come clean, all right? It's not like it's a secret anyway. I'm Baulard. A peripheral intelligence officer. What peripheral means is that I'm not very important. I was tasked with locating a research base belonging to a scientist known as Mozzo Lombroso. Oh, the Mozzo protocols, yeah. Mozzo Lombroso, isn't that Dr. Moso? You've heard of him too. He passed away some 30 years ago and his research base is said to contain valuable information, but no one knows its location. What does that have to do with the Steambird? Because Dr. Moso's death is linked to the Steambird. I'm sure the paper knows something. It's linked to the paper? Correct. That's why I contacted one of their editors, Jenk, hoping to get the inside scoop. Isn't that the editor who was arguing with Talushard? Would he reveal the paper's inside info? I sent him a small gift. Do you recall that the paper recently exposed the elegant table where concierge scammers? I provided the details of their crimes. Whoa, so you did that? You're really amazing, huh? Thank you. Though I may only be peripheral personnel, but I'm one of the better ones. Anyway, the exclusive report gave Jenk's reputation quite a boost, but when I contacted him again, he said he had nothing to repay me with. Utterly despicable. Oh, I kind of agree. That's when you decided to sneak in. Indeed, but I noticed something odd when I got there that night. The signature Steambird at the door was gone. Oh, well, who took it? It vanished before you arrived? Oh, not again. That's right. And there was an envelope on its pedestal. Acting on my instincts as an intelligence officer, I opened the envelope. To my surprise, it was full of threats. What? The envelope at the scene? How could you sneak a peek at someone else's letter? Let us look too. Luckily, I've kept it with me. Please help yourself. To the Steambird, Muzzle's death 30 years ago is still on my mind. Whenever I think of your paper's rhetoric, which intentionally passes off falsehoods as truth, I simply cannot suppress my indignation. It's Curve, isn't it? It's gotta be Curve. As such, I have taken Sir Arthur captive. I eagerly await your paper's sincere repentance. Issue a public apology and surrender Mosso's legacy. Should you continue to spin a web of lies that obfuscates the truth, I will be left with no choice but to slay that Steambird. Crow or Blackbird? Oh? Are you done? The one who signed it, Crow or Blackbird, is the criminal you're looking for. But is this for real? Is the paper really linked to Dr. Moso's death? There's no mistake. The inheritance mentioned here is probably Dr. Moso's research base. The paper definitely knows something. Later on, I put out some feelers in my circles, hoping this Crow or Blackbird would be willing to meet with me. If she's in the same line of work, that is. Best case scenario, we can work together. And even if that fails, I didn't want her to raise any alarms, as it would only disturb my work. But as it turns out, we're the only ones who showed up. Talishard, it seems you made a mistake again, huh? Talishard? What's wrong? Triple Dart. Curve, tell me now. Tell me this guy is lying. Biological indicators detected to be normal. Mr. Baulard is telling the truth. I mean, they've mentioned before that Curve is operated remotely. Maybe that is the case. That's where my mind is going with this. Darn it, you peripheral! Why aren't you the culprit? You've lost me my uniform! Calm down, Talishard, we weren't serious. Don't pay it any mind. But I mind, I was serious, I cared about whether I'm useful. I said I would figure it out from among the 4 suspects, yet none of them was the culprit. Guess I'm just completely useless. No. Editor-in-Chief Euphrates was right to ask for your help. I should just take off this uniform and leave. Relevant information detected. Agent Talishard, you can be useful. You can write for the Steambird's fantasy column, just like editor Jenk suggested. And that's not comforting in the least. Wouldn't it be better to just name Mr. Baulard the criminal? At least that might make Talishard feel better. No, we can't do that. Because, no. Miss Paimon, are you suggesting that I lie? Can lies be a source of comfort? That doesn't count as a lie. Paimon means that when you're comforting someone, sincerity is what counts. For example, when Paimon is worried about gaining weight from eating too many slimes, Twitka might say that Paimon would still be cute even if she gets fat or something like that. What? No, I just called out Paimon for being a glutton. Hey, you're supposed to take Paimon's side. What? Why? That's enough. Curve can only analyze biological data. He can't understand all of that. Forget it. You can go, Baulard. Thank you so much. Huh? Talishard, you? Paimon, Twitka. I know you two are both amazing and tenacious. But I'm just a stupid piece of deadwood that is always rolling downhill and finding new lows. I break at the slightest touch. I'm sorry. But from here on out, I'll just leave everything up to you. I'd like to buy both of you dinner one last time tonight. We'll go to a nice fancy place like the Hotel de Bourg, so you won't have to eat the trash I make. But Paimon hates farewell dinners. Curve, talk some sense into her. Agent Talishard, I suggest you reconsider writing for the Steambird's fantasy column. Alright, that's enough. I really need to think things through. Anyway, I'll see all of you at Hotel de Bourg tonight. Don't forget to come. Paimon knows Talishard is a straightforward person, but it still feels so sudden. Was today really that bad? It probably wasn't just about today. Paimon hopes she gets better by tonight. Let's get some rest too. Paimon's quite tired after so much investigating. Oh, Baulard's testimony. According to Baulard, he had been to the scene of the crime before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. At the time, he noticed a letter at the scene. His intelligence operative's instincts kicked in.
Have you ever seen these stickers on my back? Do me a favor and take them off. Malazines like to play pranks sometimes.
Indeed, leading him to open the letter, read it, and take it with him. And there's the confirmed footprints, and the threatening letter. Oh dear. So let's wait until 7 p.m. Paimon, Twitika, good evening. Hello. Talishard, you're closed. You haven't resigned already, have you? Not just yet. I just took off my uniform because it makes me feel much lighter. So, do I look good in these? Not bad at all. You look much better. Even your voice sounds gentler. This must be the right life for me. Since I can't do anything well, it's best not to do anything at all. No, you can't think like that. No. Stop thinking like that. It just so happens to be a real tricky case. Isn't just this case. Have you heard of Fontaine's Aquabus? I have. That's how we got to Fontaine and arrived before we did the Archon quest. Then you must have taken the Clementine line, right? Avel is the tour guide there, and Elfane is in charge of the Navia line. Actually, I used to be a tour guide too. I was the guide on the third line, the Callus line. I used to travel to the Fontaine Research Institute, but service was suspended due to the incident. Oh, you used to be a tour guide? That's awesome! It's not awesome at all. Tour guides aren't exactly the elite. Being assigned as a tour guide is what happens when you're bad at being an agent. Oh. So you returned to the Yep because the line stopped operating? Not quite. I was laid off due to complaints from tourists. Some praised me in person, but wrote complaints as soon as they got home. Oh, that's cruel. They said my voice grates like a crow. I couldn't accept it. I don't mean the complaints. I couldn't accept that they told me I was doing well to my face when they clearly had a problem with me. Yeah, that's cruel. That's the cruel bit there. I'll let you in on a secret. Editor Jenk was the first to complain that I sounded like a crow. He was such a hypocrite. Crow, though. No wonder you were arguing with him back then. Paimon sort of gets it now. Let's not dwell on annoying stuff like that. Now's the time to focus on enjoying some delicious food. Hotel de Bourg was recommended by the official tourist guide. You may not like it, but I think you might. Thanks, Talishard. But shouldn't we wait for Curve? He's not here yet. It's fine, he doesn't eat this kind of thing anyway. He just wants to record Hotel de Bourg's data into his lie learning module. Wait, is he around then? The dog over there. I don't see him around. Okay. His lie learning module. Curve is really special. Yes, I am very happy to have met him. However, his core is aging rapidly, so he will go into hibernation mode soon. His body parts can be replaced, but not his core. Hibernate? Are you trying to say? He will stop moving. Forever. I'm really just completely useless, aren't I? I can't solve my cases as an agent. I get complaints as a tour guide, and let's not even talk about my attempts at making breakfast. Now I can't even manage evidence properly. Did you sneak out to try and get Curve repaired? No one but Dr. Moso can repair Curve. I just wanted him to see more about how humans lie and help him overcome the Moso protocols. Overcome the Mozo protocols. Why? That would be amazing. Curve could even become a genuine human. Feels like Paimon just heard something incredible. Dr. Mozo's true goal was to create a machine that would gradually become human by understanding lies and humanity. That's Curve's ultimate form. Legends say that a Fontainian scientist called Alain Guillotine created an amazing thinking machine hundreds of years ago, and Dr. Mozo seemed to want to surpass it. A thinking machine made by Alain Guillotine. Could that be Seymour? But can understanding lies make someone human? Dr. Mozo believed that humans have various reasons for lying, with various feelings underlying those reasons. It is those emotions that make them human. So he created a no-lying protocol. If Curve learns to lie like humans one day, then it means that he's no longer bound by his machine programming and has acquired human emotions. We're out here investigating cases because I want him to see how humans lie. I want him to learn. Then you definitely can't give up. Shouldn't we fight harder to give Curve more time? But how? Dr. Mozo is gone now. But his research base is still out there. Right, there must be a maintenance manual or something. I went through everything already and didn't find anything about the base. How about the newspaper? Would they have any leads? Didn't the Fatuous say something like that too? That guy was an amateur. If the Yip doesn't know, then the newspaper certainly won't. You're just looking for excuses, Talashard. You're actually just afraid of failure, aren't you? No one fails forever. If you've hit rock bottom, your only way is up. I've hit rock bottom? Oh. Yeah, you even took off your uniform. Oh, I won't fail anymore? That's right, you absolutely will not fail again. In my humble analysis, Miss Paimon is lying. Hey, wait a sec, Curve. Couldn't you have just shown up a little bit later? But such lies have a chance to mold reality. What are you talking about, Curve? Lies molding reality? 30 years ago, Dr. Mozo and I performed our first public test in Hotel de Board. At the time, there were only 4 tables, 8 chairs, and a waiter, who was also the owner. He said to me, Restaurant de Board will certainly become a renowned luxury hotel. It was just like Miss Paimon's statement, a lie based on sincerity. But today, as you can see, de Board has exquisite carpeting, expensive decorations, 2 dining areas, and an endless stream of guests. I think that if the lie about the board became true, then the statement that Agent Talashard will not fail again has the possibility of becoming true. Shutting down the lie learning module. Was Curve being a little odd just now? What was he talking about? It's the lie learning module. It resides in Curve's core, and once it's enabled, it makes Curve spew a bunch of illogical nonsense. I'm starting to doubt Curve's reliability. Well, Paimon thinks that some humans say things that don't make sense. Does that mean that Curve is improving? I mean, I'm assuming it does, yeah. Talashard, are you gonna give up just when Curve is showing signs of improvement? Oh, well, can you please say that thing again? Say what? You've hit rock bottom. No, you absolutely will not fail. Oh, that's right, because you've already hit rock bottom. Oh, I get it. Then I'll try again one more time. If Curve is still learning, then I have to help him. Wow, Talashard. Really is like a child sometimes. She gets moody so quickly, but also perks up just as quickly. Sounds like you, Paimon. Hey, is Paimon not mature enough? We'll go with relax, Paimon. You're pretty mature. Oh, just stop with the chit-chat. We should take action at once, since the newspaper might know something. Let's keep our eyes on the prize and keep investigating the theft. Since there are 4 of us, why don't we each roleplay as a suspect and recreate the crime scene? We might even find a breakthrough. Wow, Talashard's brain is working fast. Paimon likes that idea. Let's go to the Steambird now. Right now? Okay. Let's go right now. I mean, it's just down the road, so. Right over there. Whoop. I like the little roll he does there. You're the smallest here, Paimon, so you be Kevin. I'll be Dirty Rocher. Mr. Baulard is here for Dr. Moso, so let Curve be him. And all that's left is the redhead. Leave it to me. Alright, everyone got their roles, so let's reenact the night of Sir Arthur's disappearance. What did all of these guys do? The first thing to reenact is the order of their arrival. Alright. Of the 4 suspects, which arrived at the scene first? According to Baulard, he had been at the scene of the crime before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. At the time he noticed a letter at the scene, his intelligent operative's instincts kicked in, leading him to open the letter, read it, and take it with him. According to intrepid Valberry, he had been at the scene of the crime before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. As an act of retaliation, he took out a dinner knife and stuck it there to say, now this is a warning for them. In addition, he saw a smelly drunk as foul as Rocher. So, according to Rocher, he had been at the scene of the crime before, and he had seen Sir Arthur enact an untouched. When he awoke, Sir Arthur was gone, having disappeared as he slept. As he woke, he saw a small silhouette fleeing the scene. So, I'm guessing you? According to Kevin, he had been to the scene of the crime before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. All he saw at the scene was an old drunkard and a knife. To defend himself from the drunkard, he grabbed the knife and fled. The button must have accidentally come off his clothing as he fled. So you could either have been first or last, I feel. So, you're next. Yeah, you were first. Okay. Oh, second at the scene. What makes you second? According to Baulard, he had been at the scene of the crime before. When he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. At the time, he noticed a letter at the scene. His intelligent operative's instincts kicked in, leading him to open the letter, read it, and take it with him. Why have we got you again? Strange. There we go. Incredible. Twitker is absolutely correct. I am the first to arrive. I'm Rocher, a middle-aged man who was kicked out by his wife. I've been loitering around here because I'm trying to get a job at the paper. On the night of the incident, I drank a little, and I remember Sir Arthur sitting on its precious pedestal before I got completely drunk. Later on, I fell asleep by the road, and then I'm Baulard, the second suspect to arrive at the scene. I immediately noticed that Sir Arthur wasn't where it should be. So the real thief stole Sir Arthur between the time of my arrival and Mr. Rocher falling asleep, and that criminal left a letter full of threats for the paper. Acting on my intelligent officer's instincts, I read the letter left by the thief and took it with me from the scene. After that, I'm up next. I'm Intrepid Valberry, Director 42 of a criminal gang. I wanted revenge on the paper, so I planned to run Sir Arthur straight through. But Sir Arthur was gone when I got there. I was furious, but there was nothing I could do. I just stabbed the knife into the pedestal to scare them and left. It's finally Paimon's turn. I'm Kevin, a problem child. I'm here to get Sir Arthur to spread the word that my dad's a big fat weasel. But Sir Arthur was gone, and there was a knife in its favorite pedestal. I tried to look for it, but all I found was a smelly old man. I somehow woke him, and that terrified me. I took the knife to defend myself and ran as fast as I could. I didn't even notice when a button got torn off my clothes. Indeed, I'm the smelly old man. The commotion Kevin made woke me up, and I vaguely caught sight of him running off with something. After that, I looked toward the paper's office and saw that Sir Arthur was missing. I was afraid of becoming a suspect, so I hurried back to my usual haunt at the docks. Is this everything that happened? Paimon thinks our reenactment went perfectly, but did we miss anything? The threatening letter. That's right, we forgot about the letter. Since the thief's motive is tied to the incident from 30 years ago, the paper should have some idea about the thief's identity, right? Yeah, but the paper is still in the dark in all of this. We should deliver this letter to them immediately. How could we have overlooked something so crucial? Because all of you were too busy trying to console me. I'm sorry for being a burden. No. You shouldn't think like that, Talushard. Haven't you read through Dr. Mozo's case files? Those should be really exclusive information. Ah, now that you mention those, I forgot to tell you about the contents. Let's go over there to discuss it. Dr. Mozo's death is closely linked to the paper, so it feels weird to talk about it right outside the front door. Yeah, who knows who's listening? This spot is perfect. Ooh. You wanted to know why Dr. Mozo was tried, right? It actually stemmed from public opinion. Public opinion? Well, not long after the existence of Dr. Mozo's lie detector was made public, the Steamboat published several articles on it and quickly drew the public's attention. Relevant information retrieved. Mozo exclusive behind the lies. Mozo protocols. Protocols to watch. Lie detector. A game of authority. The paper used special features like these to incite widespread fear and worry among the general public. Soon, public opinion began to turn against Dr. Mozo. What were they worried about? For example, how to guarantee that the lie detector's output is credible? What would happen if a suspect in a trial isn't lying but Curve says he is? Would mistrials and injustice result? But if Curve's reliability can be guaranteed, then those concerns would evaporate. Relevant information retrieved. Content from Lie Detector, a game of authority. When using protocols to restrict authority, the central question is not the lie detector's reliability, but its ability to remain independent from outside authorities. That's a good point, yeah. As the article points out, Curve is just a machine. So what would happen if the people put their trust in Curve, and someone could control Curve and use it to falsify results? The Mozo protocols are there to prevent that, right? Relevant information retrieved. Content from Mozo protocols, protocols to watch. It must be noted that as the Mozo protocols are man-made, there is a possibility of them being modified. This may prove to be a well-concealed trap. I feel it's all about Curve, really. Not about Sir Arthur. That's what I feel is going on with this. Whoa. Are they accusing Dr. Mozo of secretly tampering or leaving back doors? This is just the beginning. All kinds of other characters piled on after the Steambird triggered the first outpouring of public opposition. Relevant information retrieved. Fish can't live in clear water. Reject a goldfish bowl world. Okay. Published by the Seven Nations Gazette. Shocking misjudgment of the lie detector. Published by Short Anthologies. Shocking misjudgment of the lie detector. Did Curve make a mistake? That was just a lie, of course. Curve was never involved in any case, much less in misjudging one. But that's how public opinion works, and so it was all downhill from there for Dr. Mozo. In the end, some even came forward and made accusations against the doctor. They called the lie detector a total scam, and all the results were completely manufactured. They believed the doctor was deceiving the public in an attempt to gain the power to pass judgment over others. And so they demanded the doctor be severely punished and the lie detector be destroyed. Are those accusations a little too serious? Would anyone believe that stuff? Many did. They were all just ordinary people, so how could they differentiate the truth from lies? When we don't have access to sufficient information, we believe what others want us to believe. Well, this is a interesting topic we've got to. It just so happens that at such a critical juncture, the Steambird did something huge. They provided evidence that exposed Dr. Mozo as having falsified results. Their evidence was key to Dr. Mozo's conviction. So what evidence? Evidence? Did Dr. Mozo really deceive everyone? The doctor refused to admit it, of course, and so he died defending himself in a duel. Only then did things start to calm down. The paper's reputation skyrocketed, and a useless fake like Curve was soon forgotten. It was just left with the, as evidence. So is Curve the real deal or not? Yeah, like, what is going on with Curve? Like, either Curve's the one responsible for the disappearance of Sir Arthur, or there's some other lies going on, or it's actually a drone. There's many ways this could go right now. I think Curve is the real deal, and Dr. Moser was wrongly accused. Then was the evidence presented by the paper falsified? Or did they make a mistake? But the person who wrote the threatening letter seems to think that the paper deliberately fabricated those lies in search of fame, profit, or something else. Oh. Then could she be someone very close to Dr. Moser, back for revenge? Paimon would definitely avenge Twittiger if Twittiger was wronged like that. Ugh, Paimon can't bear to think about it. Thanks, Paimon. But Dr. Moser passed away 30 years ago, so someone very close to him... I wonder if Euphraise knows anything. Should we go see her then? Don't worry, she wasn't in charge of the paper at the time, and I don't think Euphraise is a bad person. You don't think? How are you sure? Fine, looks like we'll have to ask her about it tomorrow. Today was a total information overload. Paimon's head needs some time to recover. Alright, then let's head home, get some rest, meet outside the paper tomorrow morning. Indeed. And that's us gonna be done for this part. Obviously. In the next part, we'll see about the third act in this tale. It's gotta be Curve. There's something odd about Curve. Like we saw that when we were at the hotel up here. It's just something interesting. But how that's going to be presented, I don't know. Where it's going to go, I don't know. Well, maybe we'll find out tomorrow in the next part. Ta-da for now.